Hey guys, it's Nestor here, and welcome back to another reaction video. Hey guys, it's Nestor here, and welcome to the first reaction of 2021. Today I'm going to be reacting to the Angry Video Game Nerd episode 18 and the Angry Video Game Nerd episode 19. I always mess up, so I try to take it slow. Both two parts of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 movie. So, yeah, he's reviewing a movie, TMNT 3, which he says is bad. He hated the game, so is he gonna hate the movie? And also, I'm filming in the dark. I got this cool selfie light, which you could see in the reflection of my glasses. I guess I'm in the dark about 2020. I don't know. Frick, I always call it 2020. 2021, I'm in the dark about it. Whatever, bad joke. The original. Oh, and this was deleted off of the Cinemassacre channel, but recently put on September 11th in 2020. This is the re-edit version, which combines the two parts. Some fans have already re-uploaded this, but this is an official one. Anyway, the link to this will be in the description below. Make sure to go subscribe to Cinemassacre for the amazing content that I've reacted to on the channel thus far, and for much more that I'll be reacting to this year in 2021. With all that said, long intro out of the way, let's get it on. Angry Movie Nerd.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 sucks shit. Not even regular shit. Putrid, barfed out, roadkill, diarrhea shit. Now you might be saying, well, that's your opinion. Well, yeah, it is. It's my opinion that it's a motherfucking fact that this pile of dog shit called Ninja Turtles 3 is the most god-awful disgrace in human existence. Now, I know you've seen a lot of bad movies, but no, let me tell you, this movie is bad.
I mean, like bad.
How bad? Like, is it the worst of the Turtles trilogy? Oh, undeniably, but that's not the point. My point is that this is the worst fucking movie I've ever seen in my life. Now,
really?
I can tell you from the perspective of a 12-year-old and a 26-year-old that it needs to rot in hell in Sadie's asshole. Now, what I mean by that is I was 12 the first time I saw the movie in the theaters in 1993, and I was such a big Turtle fan, I just accepted it. I just held the truth inside, and, you know, it's just been tearing away at me all these years. And now, looking back at it, I just gotta come clean and honest, man. I just gotta let it all out. This movie is fucking terrible!
To understand how it was such a big letdown, I need to put you into the time.
Nostalgia critic.
Think back to the late 80s, and if you weren't there, then just try to imagine. Ninja Turtles were the fucking shit.
They were.
And I mean they were awesome, and every kid I knew couldn't get enough of them, even though it was everywhere. There were video games, comics, action figures,
movies,
and of course the cartoon series. In 1990, all this turtle craze would soar to a higher new level. This is when we were given the first big-screen, live-action Ninja Turtle movie. The taglines would say things like, lean green and on the screen,
awesome.
And hey dudes, this is no cartoon.
That's
I was 10,
that's legendary.
and I can't even describe in words how psyched I was. This was like the big kid version of Ninja Turtles. It was rated PG, It was dark, a little violent. The turtles talked like adults using words like damn.
Don't just ninja kick the damn rabbit!
Oh.
Damn!
Come back here! I'm not finished with you!
The 90s were
Battle
amazing.
scenes got us all pumped up, and for guys in costumes, it was a pretty great display of physical
I kind of want to
talent
see
and
that
fight
movie now.
choreography, not
This
to
one,
mention
not
those awesome
the third.
turtle moves. I think of this movie as the end of the 80s and the beginning of the 90s. I can't think of another film at the time that had such a big impact on the youth.
I gotta
and it
check
just
the Rotten
reeked of
Tomatoes score.
culture. There was skateboarding, video games, bubblegum, and kids with cigars. Well, bottom line, it was the definitive Turtle movie. Never did I expect another. It ends with the classic confrontation of Splinter and Shredder, much like Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. And they find out who Shredder really is. Splinter flips him over the rail where he falls to his doom. The Foot Clan falls. Everything's resolved at the end. All the loose ends tied. There's no way there'd be a sequel, right?
Well,
the next year, to my surprise, there was Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. The jokes were cornier. The fighting scenes were stupider. In what seems like an attempt to tone down the violence, the Turtles, they use all kinds of silly objects as weapons. And besides, they never say damn anymore. But regardless, it had all us kids going crazy. It felt like it was a necessary
it appeals to the
sequel
kids.
since
It appeals to the
advanced
kids, I
story
guess.
further, and it pit the Turtles up against other mutants, made by the same ooze that mutated them. So, they met their match. In the first movie, they only fought humans, but during the cartoon, they were fighting all kinds of other mutant characters. So we thought that this was going to be the live-action version of Bebop and Rocksteady. But we got instead were two new characters named Toka and Razar. Nevertheless, all my friends at school still called them Bebop
cool.
and Rocksteady, even though it's kind of obvious that Bebop and Rocksteady were rhinoceros and a warthog, while Toka and Razar were a snapping turtle and a wolf. Well, that's true, but the real reason a lot of us called them Bebop and Rocksteady was because we were attached to the TV series and the line of action figures.
I wasn't that big of a fan of Ninja Turtles,
so we wanted the movies to represent
again,
those characters.
in the dark.
So now that a Ninja Turtles sequel existed, we knew at this point that there was going to be another. This wasn't just a one-movie deal. This was going to be a series, and we would get to see live-action incarnations of many of our favorite characters yet to come. Or maybe not.
Oh,
We had to wait another 2 years before another Ninja Turtle movie was finally announced. So we're thinking, well, because they're taking so much longer on this one, it's going to be incredible.
One can imagine.
I remember actually having dreams about going to see Turtles 3 and then waking up and being pissed off that it wasn't real. The wait was fucking killing me.
Or James.
There's already a third Ninja Turtles game on Nintendo, the Manhattan Project. Would that be the subtitle of the movie, too? My friends and I all debated what it would be. Would it be Ninja Turtles 3, The Advent of Krang, Ninja Turtles 3, The Revenge of Shredder, Ninja Turtles 3, Enter Dimension X, Ninja Turtles 3, Here Comes the Technodrome? Well, no, we were far off.
Caveman?
It was like landing on the zero in roulette. Everyone fucking loses. The movie had no subtitle at all. While today, whenever I bring up the film, often people insist that there was a subtitle, Turtles in Time. But
That's
to
the
clear
game.
that up once and for all, Turtles in Time was the name of the video game, and it had nothing to do with that awful movie.
And it's called
yes,
Turtles
in the
4
movie
anyway.
they go back in time, but it's to ancient Japan, while in the game they go back to several different times, as well as the future.
Really?
It was the second Turtles game in the arcade, and it
Did
was
he
also on
influence
Super
that?
Nintendo, known as Turtles 4. But back to my question, why was there no subtitle in the movie? They subtitled the last movie. Well, I have an answer. Look under that title. You see that blank, empty space? Let that be an indication of the blank, empty imagination employed within and the void it left in our hearts.
Sounds
So
very
who's the
traumatic.
villain in this movie? Is it going to be Krang? Since even the first movie, we've been hoping for him. Aside from Shredder, he's the main
Krang.
villain in the show. So will it be A, Krang, B, Baxter Stockman, C, the Rat King, D, Leatherhead, E,
I'm
all
guessing
the
none.
above? Well, the answer is none
It's
of the
none.
above. The answer is just a big fuck you to all the kids who are waiting so anxiously to see their favorite characters on the
Those
big
look
screen.
like awesome toys.
Then you think, well, Shredder's got to be in it, right? Nope, not even him.
Are you
Well,
kidding
there's
me?
even more reason to bring him back, because at the end of Turtles 2, Shredder uses the last vial of ooze to turn himself into Super Shredder. Now, Super Shredder was awesome, because
Look
he was
at
like a
that.
monster. But you only see a little bit of him since he's under the dock, all shrouded in darkness.
Which makes him look
There's
cooler.
no way the Turtles can even fight him. Remember back to the first movie? They couldn't even beat regular Shredder. Splinter had to take him out. And at this time, in an anticlimactic end, Shredder does himself in by ripping apart the dock.
Idiot.
Now, think about this. Would he really die by having a dock collapse on him? In the first movie, he falls into a garbage truck. Casey Jones activates the compactor and crushes the fuck
and yet
out of him.
he was...
Now, he comes back in the second
But on a
movie
dock.
alive and well. Now, if he can survive that, why can't he survive some falling beams of wood? And besides, this
Does it, like,
time he's
stake through
Super
the heart
Shredder. Wouldn't you
in
have
the
liked
way?
to see Super Shredder come back in Turtles 3? Well, that's what I was hoping for, but too bad. Make way for this samurai and this guy on a horse.
Very intimidating.
Yeah, these are our villains of Turtles 3. Norinaga and Walker. I've never heard of them before. Now, you have this huge
They're filthy
stockpile of
humans.
memorable villains
Sorry.
from the comics, the TV series, the video games, the action figures, all that, and they just go ahead and bring in two uninspired, stereotyped, mediocre villains. I mean, come on. This is the best they could come up with? Are you shitting me up the ass? And you might say, well, Shredder can't be in it because it takes place in ancient Japan. Well, you know what? That's my fucking point. The movie shouldn't have taken place in ancient Japan. Like, wow, that's original, isn't it? That's never been done a million times
I
already.
wonder if the turtle costume
So
still
now
exists.
hopefully you can relate to how disappointing this was. But to really understand how inhumanely atrocious this shitload of fuck is, then we need to go over this movie and cover the basics. As usual, the best place to start is the beginning.
Or just don't
The
start
first
at
two
all
movies
because the
open
movie's
in New
bad.
York City, which worked really well. It puts you into the right atmosphere. You get a sense of the environment, the crime that's going on, and it just builds up to the Turtles' first appearance. Seeing the movies as a kid, it was like, they're coming any minute. But the third movie begins in ancient Japan, and you know that at this point it doesn't have anything to do with the turtles yet. You're just watching some pointless scene with samurais on a horse. Do you feel like you're watching a Ninja Turtles movie?
No.
No, you don't. You feel like you're watching some cliche samurai movie. I mean, come on. Could this be any more stock? Maybe if they made it take place in the Old West instead and they began with a train robbery. That's the only way it could be more shallow. Then what happens?
It'd still be pretty stock.
It uses a subway train as a transition, like we've never seen that, and it cuts to the sewers. And of course, now the turtles abruptly show up, but take a look back to how the last two movies reveal them. In the first Turtle movie, we don't see them right away. First, we see a weapon smash out the streetlight, which we can identify as Raphael's sai. Then we see nothing but darkness, but we can hear the turtles beating up the bad guys. Next, we see a little glimpse from the sewer hole. Then we see their shadows.
There he is.
And we know at this moment that right when they come around that corner, we are about to see for the first time the live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the big screen.
Yeah!
But no, wait. In mid-jump, the title screen comes up, and then the suspense is delayed even further. Come on. Come on. Yeah,
Like,
look at that. It's awesome. Totally radical. Now that's how you do it. Now let's take a look at the second movie now. It's a little more abrupt, but it works in a different sort of way. This one doesn't rely on suspense,
It just
or at least
happens.
not in the same way. You can say that you're already in suspense as soon as the movie begins. I know I was. I mean, you're thinking, come on, where's the turtles? Who's this guy fighting the bad guys? We don't want him. We want the turtles. And then when those thugs all gang up on him, we know he's in deep shit. And what better time than now? There they are, in the background, out of focus.
That's awesome.
And then they jump into the air and freeze frame. At this moment, the theater just erupts into a high-pitched wail, kids screaming and applauding.
I would
just,
love
going
to hear
crazy.
audience reactions.
It was one of the most exciting moments I ever had in the
Probably
cinema.
lost
And just
or
look
weren't
at
even
that.
made.
How's that for a title screen?
That'd be very
Not
nice.
only are all four turtles in the frame, every one of them.
Oh, look at
up
him
in
on
the air.
the far right.
Now, how's the third movie begin? Well, the turtles just come in dancing to ZZ Top. No build
Wow.
up, no scenario, no creativity,
ZZ
no fucking
Top.
thought whatsoever. Now, just look at the turtles. They look like
They look
shit.
derpy.
Even the voice acting's horrible. The animatronics suck too. They talk like sock puppets. Watch Leonardo's mouth.
Okay.
Hey, what's that, April?
Oh!
Hey, what's that, April? Now look at Raph.
But, you know, things might get a little nuts. I might forget.
Is this movie made for little kids?
Oh my.
Well, I guess it is,
yeah.
so the joke's on me.
I mean, they said
The worst
damn
of
in the
all is
first one.
Splinter. He looks like fucking roadkill. And I guess they never finished him because you only see his upper body. He's like a puppet that should be used on
I would
Sesame
hate to see
Street.
his lower body.
Even worse is his voice.
Have patience, my son.
Oh!
What an assload of
I
fuck.
hate this.
Well, everything sucks. Now, the plot of the movie is, I don't know, I think April buys some lantern from an antique shop and that makes him go back in time. The imagination's just overwhelming.
What?
So the turtles are in ancient Japan, Michelangelo gets captured, and then
Of
they have
course
to
he
rescue
does.
him and get back to their present time. There's not as many fighting scenes either. Just to prove my case, let's look back at the other movies and count all the battles, but only the ones with the turtles.
Okay.
In Turtles 1, there's Raph versus Casey. That's 1. Raph rescuing April from the Foot Clan. That's 2. Raph on the rooftops and the rest of the turtles joining in. That's 3. And the final battle, all the turtles against the Foot Clan and then Shredder. Well, we can count that as one final battle. So that's 4
Alright.
battles and 2 of which involve all the
That's
turtles.
fine.
So let's go to Turtles 2. We have the first battle in the shopping center. That's 1. Then the fight at the lab. That's 2. Raph in the junkyard. 3. Then rescuing Raph in the junkyard and facing Toka and Razar. 4. Then the final club scene. So that's 5 battles
Wow.
and 4 of which
That's
have
really
all the
good.
turtles. In Turtles 3, there's the fight in the dungeon with no Michelangelo. Well, anyway, that's 1. Then there's the fight at the river. Again, no Michelangelo.
He's
So that's
captured,
2.
isn't he?
Then there's the final fight with all the turtles. So only 3 battles in the whole movie,
really?
and only 1 in which Michelangelo's involved. And that pissed me off because he was my favorite turtle.
He's like a lot of people's favorites.
Some of the concepts are just ridiculous. Like when April's thrown in the dungeon, she looks over at this guy next door and she says,
Casey?
okay, so you're saying that Casey Jones had an ancestor in Japan? Well, even if I'm going to accept that,
That's out of
why does she
nowhere.
call him Casey? Like he's going to respond? And then
Does
just
he?
to push this scene over the edge of mockery, they have this rat creep in. And April says,
Yeah, you look familiar too.
what?
Huh?
You don't mean... Oh my god, they do. I swear I didn't make
What?
this edit. The movie actually fades from the rat to Splinter, implying that that rat is Splinter's ancestor.
What?
Now, April never ceases to
What are the
amaze me.
damn
Of
odds?
course the fucking rat looks familiar. It's a rat. I can't tell
Thank
one
you.
rat from another. And of all the rats that can be crawling around that dungeon, how does that one just happen to be it? And I gotta say, all the planets must have lined up. April meets both Casey and Splinter's
Yeah, that
ancestor
just doesn't
in a
happen.
matter of
Not even in the
seconds.
movies.
And I can accept Splinter because it's Japan and that's where he's from. But both of them? That's the biggest fucking coincidence I ever heard in my life. You know the other part I can't stand? This. That turtle duck thing is really getting old. I mean, it was cool the first time,
I mean, they're
but
turtles,
geez, it's
but
enough of that
come
shit.
on.
So is there anything I like? Well, I kind of hate to admit it, but when they're dancing to Tarzan Boy, that's the highlight of the
Really?
movie. All the turtle movies are full of bad jokes and constant references to movies or TV shows, but this one just takes it another step to absurdity. The other ones were corny, but this is beyond corny. The recurring
Corniest.
joke is Wet Willy time.
It's Wet Willy time.
Wet Willy time. Ew.
Pretty bad, but without ranting on forever about this crap, I'm going to round up my personal top 10 worst lines from Ninja
Oh,
Turtles
it's the
3.
top 10 list.
Number 10.
I think I swallowed a frog. I hope it wasn't an ancestor.
Swallowed a frog and he hopes it's not an ancestor.
Ew.
Guess that's why they're turtles. Number 9.
Here they are, the Three Stooges. Yeah, Larry, Curly,
And Mo.
That
So
was
just
dumb.
in case we don't know the names of the Three Stooges, be sure to say them all.
Larry,
Number
Curly,
8.
Moe.
Wow, a Legorama. Swing.
No
Huh?
comment there. Number 7.
It's Star Trek time, guys.
It's Star
Beam
Trek
me up,
time.
Scotty.
Number 6.
What if we make like a cosmic U-turn and end up back in Godzilla land?
Funny. Get it? Japan, Godzilla land. Number
Raffle.
5.
It's hammer time.
Oh, God. Number 4.
Did you hear what he called me, Leo?
Yeah, an ugly lump of dung.
What? That was an
What did he
insult,
just say?
Leo.
Not necessarily, Raph. Did you know that in some countries dung is used as
Oh,
a fuel
dung.
source?
Oh, so that makes it a whole lot better.
Yeah.
He called Raph a fuel source. I'm sure that's what he meant, too, right?
Fuel source out of
Number
poop.
3.
We're turtles, friend.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja variety. Sleazeball. Yeah.
I'm laughing
Okay,
at
the line was
cringe.
bad enough, but look at how the turtles react to
Ugh.
it. Like, yeah, he really told him off. All right, number 2, and I'm warning you, it's about to get really
Oh,
bad
no.
now. Listen to
All
this
right.
one.
Okay.
Hey, you were expecting maybe the Adams Family?
That's where that quote
I
comes
remember
from.
seeing that line
I've
in
heard
the
that
commercial, and I
before.
couldn't even believe he said it. It's not really even a joke that makes any kind of satirical sense. Was I expecting the Adams Family? No, I wasn't actually. The Adams Family was probably the last fucking thing that ever come to my mind when I think of Ninja Turtles. What I especially love about this line is the way Donatello nods his head as he says it. And look at how Raph nudges Mike as if saying, yeah, that was a good one.
We sure got
It's
him.
like the actors were actually making fun of it because it was so ridiculous. So, are you ready for number 1?
No.
'Cause I don't think I am. Nothing can prepare you for
Those are
this.
pretty bad.
Are you sure? You
It's
ready?
itching.
All right. Behold, the number 1 worst, most god-awful movie quote of all
Okay.
time.
Help, I'm a turtle and I can't get up.
Ugh. I still can't believe it. Did he really say
Part-
that?
Help, I'm a turtle and I can't
Part of
get
me
up.
wants to walk away. I can't.
I'm sorry for
I can't
playing
do
that
this
again.
anymore.
That's really terrible. Not only is this the worst line of the movie, it's probably the worst line ever spoken in a motion
I'm a
picture.
turtle and I
And
can't
believe
get
it or
up.
not, this line was in the commercials
Really?
too. And even worse, I distinctly remember in the theater, everyone laughed. I mean,
What?
come on. It's not funny.
That was
Help, I'm a
laughing.
turtle and I can't get up.
I can't even laugh at this.
Oh, God. All right, I'm back. So what's the best way to
I've
end
lost
a shitty
it all.
movie? With a shitty ending. An ending that sucks so hard it scarred me for life. This guy Walker's running away from the turtles, but oops,
yeah,
he
Walker.
forgot his bird. Yeah, that's right. I forgot
What?
to mention that part. Not only does this character belong in a totally different genre, but he has this bird in a cage that he
For
always
no
carries around.
reason.
I'm serious. This movie's totally whacked. So, what happens to him? He gets fired at, and then he falls off the roof and into the water. Now, I gotta pause this because I gotta ask, how many times have you seen this shot in a movie?
Never.
Way too fucking much. It
Oh,
was one
wait.
of the
I'm
biggest
sorry.
cliches
Never
of all time.
mind.
What happened at the end of Batman? The Joker falls, same shot.
Didn't
what happens
Gaston
at the end
fall
of Dick
during
Tracy?
these?
Big Boy falls, same thing. But Turtles 3 takes this cliche to a new level. I mean a whole new level. Watch what happens when Walker hits the water.
Is he just gonna, like, fall flat?
Did you see that? Here it goes again.
Oh, God!
There's no splash. Instead, he disappears. But he doesn't
like a warp
disappear.
hole.
He, like, implodes into himself. I'm
like-
really stunned. Like, why'd they do this? They couldn't do a special effect for a splash? But what they could do is make him
expecting
implode.
a splash?
Now, if you couldn't make a splash, why
Sorry.
couldn't you just cut away and then just leave the sound of the splash? That would have actually been more
That would have been
effective.
cool.
I can re-edit it
Do
right
it.
now. Watch.
At least this bird's safe. That was good.
See? That's all they had to do.
Thanks,
so
nerd.
why make the weird imploding effect? What were they thinking? Now, to top off the whole thing and carry on in the tradition of Splinter telling a joke at the end, what do? The worst fucking joke ever to close the worst fucking movie ever. But right before we hear what Splinter says, let's go back to Turtles 1 again. The joke in the first movie is cowabunga.
Cowabunga.
All
That's
right,
awesome.
acceptable.
I made a funny.
Now let's go to
He made
Turtles
a
2.
funny!
Go, ninja, go, ninja, go. I made another funny.
He made another
Can it
funny!
get any worse than that? Yes, it can. Behold, Splinter's
But this
last
one's not
joke
gonna be a
in
funny.
the Turtles trilogy.
Yo, dude.
Huh?
Yo, dude. Just like Elvis in Blue Hawaii.
What a way to end the series. Would there be a follow-up? Would there be a Turtles 4? Fuck no. Not after that. It's amazing how it went downhill.
That
The
line
first
killed
movie,
the whole
watching it today,
franchise.
It's still a satisfying experience. It's a good movie. I mean, it's no masterpiece, but it's entertaining, and it leaves you with a
For
happy
its
feeling
time.
after watching it.
I wouldn't want
The
anything
second
like this
one's
past
funny.
today.
I mean, it's so bad it's great. But Turtles 3 is just so bad it's bad. Yeah, Turtles 2 had its share of stupidity, like when they crash through a wall and they find out that Vanilla Ice happens to be performing
Vanilla
at a club
Ice?
right next door to the bad guy's hideout, and he's able to just bust out a ninja rap all of a sudden. It's hysterical. It's a guilty pleasure. Now, Turtles 3, it just makes me feel embarrassed. Like, watching it actually makes me cringe. I feel like I have to turn the volume down and face the TV toward the wall and watch in a dark corner somewhere where nobody will ever know. It just leaves you with a bad, bad feeling. Like this movie should not exist.
Cowabunga. Cow a fucking piece
He's-
of dog shit. I'd rather watch
said
crap
it!
oozing out of a buffalo's asshole. I'd rather fucking puke diarrhea up my dick. It fucking sucks so much fucking suck it fucks. It fucking sucks so much cocksucker motherfucker fuck that. Well,
Sorry.
something must be done.
That's a lot of Rolling Rock. Oh no. Oh god! It's gonna end this thing. Yeah, line it up, nerd! Cowabunga. I don't know why I started my
It's hammer time!
Are you expecting the Addams Family? He did a funny! Well, is that the end? That's the end. Da-da-da-da-da, turtle power. Alright, nice. I really like this one. He reviewed a movie similar to a certain other guy with glasses, who is the guy with glasses. But wow, I like that a lot. And I hope you did too. I don't really have anything much to say. But, if you're a turtle and you can't get up, that's not a good thing. I'm lost. That was a lot to take in. That sequel's bad. So bad. Cow a fucking piece of dog shit. But, if you like my reaction, or no, if you like this video, click it with the link in the description. And if you like my reaction, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share to spread the love around and join the crew today. My name is Nextfuzz. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay away from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, the movie. And I'm trying to insert another quote. Stay away from Wet Willy time too. That doesn't sound like a fun experience, and if it does, you need serious help. I gotta go. See you guys next time.
Hey, want to listen to some tunes?